kid has the white belt logo and everything. Look at that.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh,
What's good, my dude?
I love it. Matching Mike for Mike.
I know, dog. I gotta make sure we sound good up in here, dog.
You
Yeah.
you already made me look bad though. You had the white belt MMA logo and everything right when it popped up.
Oh no, yeah. Yes. So I use this is like my school Zoom account, and
Yeah.
it's funny too because obviously right like in virtual like school like nobody puts their camera on, so all you just sees the white belt thing. Gotta keep promoting it, dog. Even when I'm not there in
It's
class.
branding.
Yeah, that's
It's
all
all
it is,
branding.
dog. That's all it is. Wait, so we just started it up. It's already going.
Yeah.
Oh goddamn! So
Yeah, buddy.
we're going full on Joe Rogan. Just start right into it, dog.
Yeah, we get right into it. We go full blown hardcore. We just bite the pillow. We go in dry.
Oh, there you go, bro. There you go. No other way, bro. But how you doing, though? Chilling?
Good. Yeah, I'm hurting today, man. Fucking I was out with my boy. He like just broke up with his girlfriend, so you know how that goes. Then
Damn, man.
he wanted to get banged up. So we were at my place. We had a couple of beers. Then we went to Kowloon. We had a bunch of Mai Tais. Then we went to Mix 360 and we were having like mixed drinks, shots, everything. I don't even remember getting home. I woke up at like 12:30 today. Right around when you texted me. Yeah, like after 1:30, that cool with you? And I was like, shit, like I'm just getting up. So yeah, I get, you know what I mean?
No biggie. I mean, I was an hour late anyway, so you got an extra hour, dog. So my bad about that.
What? No, it's all good. I had to clean up because it was still a mess from last night in the living room, and then what do you call it? Then I had to take a shower to try to wake up and everything. So
God damn, bro. Well, I mean, wait, Mix 360 is open? Like what? Until what? Like, because I know some places are closing early now, so
they're open till I think they kicked us out at like 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, dude. Like some places are like slowly going back to normal. Like I know there's like this Colombian joint in East Boston that's open until 2. Whether I just put them on blast and they might get in trouble, my bad. But I was there. What was it? A couple of days ago, like celebrating my birthday. So I was there until like probably like 1:30, 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Having a little fun.
Yeah.
Having a little fun with my girlfriend and a couple of friends, and you know what I mean? A little get together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to mix it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely.
You see like New Hampshire and stuff. They like just lifted their mask mandate. I think it was as of yesterday.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, honestly, dude, it's slowly going back to normal, and like I'll be honest, like for me, I'm happy about it. I don't know how some people feel about it, but for me, I'm happy. It's just, I mean, to each their own. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like life goes on, you know, and as time passes, it's like okay, like we can't keep playing scared ball. We can't just be sitting in the house like petrified of this. Like we got to just keep going, you know.
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, it's been like what, like a year?
Over a year.
Yeah, over a year. And yeah, man. I mean, like the vaccine's slowly rolling out, and obviously, like I get it. Like people have their different views on like the whole topic and everything like that. But for me, it's kind of like you said, Mike. It's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like we just can't be scared of the thing, like, and just expect life to just kind of be paused all the time. We have to keep going. We have to keep going with our lives, whether that be socially or professionally. You have to. So yeah, sucks, but that's life.
Yeah, it's life. I mean, how many other things have been thrown at us where it was like, okay, we faced it, we found some sort of solution, a compromise, and we just went around it, went over it, or we went through it, you know? So
yeah, I mean, and Mike, like honestly though, like that's like one thing I'm gonna give you so much props for, because like for me, I don't know, like for some people the pandemic was the worst thing ever, and obviously I get it, but for some other people, like in terms of like for me personally, like for me it was probably like low key a blessing in disguise, because like at the very start of the pandemic, like everything got shut down, right? So we're all stuck in our house, and we're all like feeling bad about ourselves and everything like that. And like for me, like something that I've always wanted to do was obviously I'm going to school for it. I'm a communications major at UMass Boston, and obviously I want to get into sports broadcasting. Mainly go into interviews, be a reporter, and obviously during the pandemic, like you're just there and you just feel stuck. You're like, what the hell do I do? You know what I mean? I don't know if I can curse on here, but can I curse?
Yeah, dude, I curse all the time.
Oh,
I don't give a shit.
Fuck yeah. No, yeah. So then it's like, probably like a month and a half into the pandemic, I'm kind of like, you know what, dude, like let me just start up this white belt MMA thing. And then, for you with chosen sports? I don't know. I think we might have started at the same time, did we? Or
So I started that in like September. Yeah, I started that
yeah,
in September. I just
yeah,
started
but dude,
this
like,
like a month ago. Not even.
yeah, no, yeah, but like, dude, like that's like one thing I give you, man, props, like especially like during the pandemic. I mean, we're still in the pandemic. It's like you've taken the decision to just go. You know what I mean? Like you said, like life goes on, and then it's kind of like in terms of like you getting your internship. Like, I mean, I don't know if like you have to get an internship for your major as well, because you're a communications major too, right?
Yeah, so I'm pretty much in the same boat as you. That's why when you said that, I'm like, oh shit, like that's like pretty much what I'm into too.
Yeah.
So I mean I'm at Middlesex community college. So I was still up in Woburn when I first went back to school. So I obviously I graduated a year after you did. I'm 2016, you're 2015.
Yeah.
So I graduated 2016, went to Merrimack for a semester, didn't know what I wanted to do. I was out of school, just working around like a bunch of different jobs, just feeling it out until like fall 2019. Then I was living up in Woburn at the time. I was still with my ex. So I went to Middlesex, and then like the pandemic hit, and then eventually I broke up like with my ex-girlfriend, went back to Revere where I'm at now, and I was like, all right, this is like online still, so I have like a year left. I'm not gonna go through like transferring and all the
Yeah.
bullshit when no matter where I go, it's gonna be online.
Mhm.
So I gotta wrap up this semester, and then I'll have to transfer. I'm actually going to UMass Boston too, which is kind of cool. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
there
So
you go.
I'll be there with you. We'll be the alumni group.
Uh-huh. No, yeah, definitely. I mean, and honestly, like UMass Boston, like their communications department, like it's still pretty brand new.
Yeah.
But like in terms of, I mean, for me, the professors I've had, like, because they also have like included like a minor, a professional new media writing minor that like it kind of goes on hand in hand with like the communications department, and that's what I've been doing. But the professors in that department, dude, I'm telling you, like they're gonna do wonders. Especially was it, if I had to give him a shout out, is I think his name is Timothy Oleski. But like I've had like 2 or 3 classes on him, but like he's kind of helped me out like in terms of just like you said, like we were kind of joking around or like at the beginning, but in terms of like branding, like your content and everything like that. So like once you get to UMass Boston, dude, I'm telling you, you'll be golden. You'll be golden. You've been chilling. I mean, and you're already like a step ahead with all this chosen sports, the Dell experience. With Dell show, but I'm gonna call it the Dell experience. I mean, it reminds me like a Joe Rogan type of vibe.
Yeah, I love Joe Rogan.
Yeah, no, Joe. I mean, the fact that he's from Revere, dog, that's insane. Well, he lived in Revere for a year. It's crazy to
He
think
used to
about. 'Cause
train where you're training right now.
yeah, dude, it's insane.
Yeah.
It really is insane. It's like the world's such a small place, and like that's why I tell people like whether it be my sister, my siblings, or just my boys. I'm like, bro, don't be a douchebag to like every person you see. Like be nice to people because you just never know like if they're somehow connected to like I don't know like you said like some people like where we train right now like our me and Anthony's boxing coach. He's friends with Joe Rogan, and then I would have never known that if like I was like a bad guy to him. I mean, I was like working at GBF. Me, I say hi to everyone. I like to talk to everyone. And then Joe was just like, yeah, I'm friends with Joe Rogan and everything like that. And like, I was his boxing trainer. And I'm like, huh? That's insane. That really is
Yeah, but
insane.
then somewhere in the back of your mind, like when people say stuff like that to me, it's like, yeah, and I fucking know the queen herself. It's like you never
No,
truly
dude.
believe it because you feel like these people are just like far and beyond like reach of like mortal men.
Mhm.
But then you snap back to reality and you're like, wow, that's actually a real possibility. And I know, for example, Joe Rogan himself, he said it multiple times. Like he used to train out of like that gym and he used to train like with that
Joe
trainer
Lake?
Joe and do
Yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, he said it multiple times. So
Yeah, no. And then like, like Joe Lake, Bob Judge. Bob Judge is Joe Lake's like best friend. He's also like the one that kind of got me into jujitsu because I've been doing jujitsu for probably jujitsu itself probably for like 3.5 years. And
mhm.
then like I've kind of like that's kind of slowly transitioning into like boxing training. So like boxing and jujitsu at the same time. But Joe Lake, Bob Judge, everyone up there, awesome people. And then it's crazy. Like I always tell Anthony, it's like dude, we're honestly so blessed to have these type of people for like, giving us the knowledge of combat sports. Cause it's like, I don't know, like, dude, you would never just know that like that type of like knowledge is in Revere. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's almost like a little hole in the wall. It's like a secret society, you know what I mean? But it's weird to think though, because I feel like, I mean, I've obviously never met those guys, but just from like what I've heard, they sound like they're like, if you just straight up like approach them and ask them something or wanted to like join in, they would be like, yeah, fucking come tomorrow. Like fucking, you got mitts with you right now. Let's go, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing with them. It's like, I mean, dude, like they're such good people, but at the same time, it's like, you know, if you say you want to do like, you know, train boxing, train jujitsu with them, like they expect you to be there every day, or you
Yeah.
know, or a good amount of time. Like they don't want to waste their time on like someone that says, yeah, man, I want to really get into training boxing or jujitsu, and then they show up for 3 days and then their whole body's sore, and then you never see them ever again. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that's why it's like, you know, every time you go up there, it's always like a small group. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, it's like, you know, that small group, you know, genuinely enjoys training jujitsu, boxing, or any type of combat sports. And like those are the people that Joe Lake and Bob Judge, you know, really want to give their time to. Because, you know, I mean, I can only imagine like the amount of people like throughout like the career, like throughout the years of them training that sport, like they've gone up to them and been like, yeah, man, I want to do this, and then they just disappear after a couple of days. So yeah, no, I'm really grateful I've met those two. Those two people are fucking awesome.
No, were they kind of what got you into MMA and all that other stuff, like mixed martial arts? I know you used to do karate for a little bit. You still do, right?
No, not karate, jujitsu.
Sorry, jujitsu. Yeah, it's out of the karate studio though, right?
Yeah, it's out of the
Yeah.
karate studio. Yeah, but what for me, I've always kind of been into combat sports. So like when I was like a little kid, like probably five, I don't even know, 4 or 5, around there. Like my family was like really like they were like a really big like boxing family. Like they really enjoyed watching Oscar De La Hoya's fights. And I remember when I was like a little kid, like, you know, I was 5, and then like you have like my family's friends over, and like everyone's getting hyped watching the boxing fights. And like obviously I'm a little kid, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but you know, over time I eventually started to get it, and I'm over here, I'm like, dude, like I would really enjoy to do this one day. And then obviously from there, like I kind of fell in love with football, and like football kind of took over for a little bit.
Mhm.
But you know, I've always had like a genuine like interest in like combat sports. And then in terms of mixed martial arts, um what got me into that was obviously, you know, like those like how the UFC's kind of evolved over the years, but then like how the UFC kind of had like one of those like cheesy kind of like pay-per-view promos, and like the promo for the fight was the first Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen fight. And I don't know if you've ever seen that fight. Have you?
No, no. To be honest, like I used to follow the UFC a
Yeah.
ton, but I
Mhm.
used to I used to really just like fanboy like Chuck Liddell pretty much and like
Oh, okay.
GSP,
Okay.
like those guys. So I used to watch their fights all the time.
Mhm.
But other than that, I didn't really get big into it until maybe like the past year.
Okay. Yeah, because of like the whole pandemic, and it was kind of like the only sport that was kind of going on.
Yeah, and then I got the ESPN Plus, so it's like they give you all the fights on Saturdays for free,
Yeah.
and it's like one pay-per-view, and then they give you the discount. So it's like, all right, like you get like 4 dudes over, like or whoever, and fucking just chip in. And
Yeah.
it's like dirt
It's
cheap.
It's awesome, but yeah, dude. But like I was saying, like the Anderson and Chael Sonnen fight, like what happened in that? It was around the same time that like GSP was fighting, but like I think it was probably like maybe 2011, 2012 around there. But basically, Anderson Silva, like if I were to compare him to anybody today, like he was probably the Israel Adesanya, right? Before he
Yeah,
lost, that no one thought he would lose, and no one thought like, I mean, no one was really giving him a challenge until Chael Sonnen came along. And the thing about Chael Sonnen, he was this wrestler that just started talking shit to Anderson, and like, you know, no one talked shit to Anderson because, like I said, it's like everyone was like low key scared of Anderson Silva. So Chael was like, no, like I'm gonna go in there and legitimately fucking beat his ass. And then, you know, that's exactly what he did for the first like 4.5 rounds. And then it's like 2 minutes left in the fight. I mean, you already know Chael Sonnen's going to get the decision. And then Anderson Silva pulls off a fucking triangle out of his ass and fucking ends up winning that fucking fight. So, you know, that immediately got me hooked because it's just I'm just there like, dude, like imagine getting your ass beat for fucking 4.5 rounds, and then you just fucking magically put up a triangle and submit this, and you put the guy to fucking sleep. I just thought that was the coolest thing. But yeah, no, so you know, during that time, like I said, I've always had an interest in it. I always wanted to do it, but like during that time, I was like really, really into football. And I mean, Mike, you know how it is with high school sports and everything like that. It's kind of like one of those, like you think high school football is like the end all be all. Like you do, like if like you know, I want to get the starting spot, like playing high school football or some shit like that.
yeah.
So
everyone thinks like they're going somewhere, so like this is just like a stepping stone. But in reality, like if we went up against like probably half, even more than half of like the nation's college teams or college sports, like we'd probably get fucking shitted on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I mean, didn't we fucking make the playoffs on like a fucking coin toss?
I think so. Yeah, it was like a coin toss. Yeah, they were like, well, I remember a chick came in the locker room. He's like, oh, upset. He's like almost like upset about it. He's like, well, boys, we won the toss. We're going to the playoffs. Uh, he's like, be ready for Friday or some shit like that, and then fucking got our shit kicked in.
Yeah, no, I fucking love Czech though. Chicken, like you said, it's like, I mean, he did what he could. He did what he could with what he had. You know what I mean? But like at the same time, it's kind of like, dude, we made the playoffs on a fucking coin toss.
A coin toss. It was like
Dude,
it was pity party.
yeah, I always tell people that story, and they always start dying laughing. They're like, "Dude, you guys really that bad?" I'm like, "Yeah, kind of, bro." But I
So
mean, Revere
bad.
High's doing pretty good now, though. So good on Chick now.
Yeah, I think they ended up dropping down a division as they should, because I mean a lot of the teams that we would play we get fucking croaked by. So I mean
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
mean,
they do I know that they do high school sports based off of school size, but like
mhm.
school size doesn't always dictate talent. It's just you have a wider pool of people to pull from, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean? They should just do it all based off talent.
yeah. I think that changed though, because was it like they had like a good stretch of like 3 to 4 years that they were. I think they either had a 500 record or above 500 record, but now they're gonna be facing Everett, so they joined the GBL again. So
Oh wow, yeah.
yeah, so
Because I know that
we'll
they
see
the
how.
last few years, like I think it was a year after I graduated, they had dropped down a division level and then they were doing really, really good. So they must have
Mhm.
just got bumped back up. That's crazy. They're gonna be playing Everett. Everett's fucking like Alabama when it comes to high
Dude,
school sports.
it makes no sense. I mean, it kind of does make sense. 'Cause, you know, we know they low key recruit, but you know,
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
same time, it's like, dude, how the fuck is this motherfucker 17? He's already a fucking full grown man, and I'm over here fucking lanky as fucking. You expect me to go against that motherfucker? Yeah, fuck off, dog.
Yeah. Some
Like you
dudes are
said,
just built different.
yeah, like you said, those motherfuckers straight up fucking. It's like facing fucking Alabama, bro. No
Yeah.
bullshit. It's like I don't know, but I mean, Everett has a rich history when it comes to high school sports. What you know, don't they have an NBA's player right now currently? Something Noel.
Nerlens Noel. Yeah,
Yeah,
Nerlens he's on the Knicks.
how's he doing? Is he doing pretty good now? Because I know he was on the bench for a couple teams, but
Um
I've been seeing.
he's still a bench player, but he plays like decent minutes. He gets like 15 minutes a night, something like that.
Hey
Like
man, that's
he's
good.
not bad, but he's not like an all-star, but he's not bad. He'd be a good player like really on any team.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, he's still making a good amount of money playing in the NBA. So like,
Well, he was a first round pick too when
mm.
he went in.
Oh, was he really?
I think he was like a top 20 pick or top 15 pick
That's
when he
crazy.
got drafted. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine the pride like his friends in Everett and all that had. You know, seeing him get drafted. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and then
You know
anyway,
Risty, right? Joe
mm,
Risty?
no, I don't think I
Joe
do.
Ristino?
No, I don't think I
Oh,
do.
well,
Yeah.
he's like one of my friends. He went to high school with us,
Uh,
but he remembers back in the day because like his cousins went to Everett High, so like they knew Nerlens, like
yeah.
because they went there when they went to school with him, like because they're a little bit older than us.
Mhm.
But they were playing ball at, like one of the parks in Everett, and Nerlens showed up. So like obviously he was nasty even back then. He was still like pretty big back then too. So
Mhm.
they're playing and whatnot, and Joe's like a little pipsqueak, like little white kid, doesn't really know how to play ball. He's just trying to have a good time with his cousins, and this poor dude just dunked on him.
Oh
Absolutely dunked.
fuck.
I fucking dunked on him, bro.
God.
Posterized him. He's like, dude, I got fucking dunked on by an NBA player. He's like, that's like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. I don't have words for it. Like, that's just like a different level. Like, if it was anybody else, like, I'd probably fight him. But it was like, this dude's huge. Like,
Probably
he's in the
fight him,
NBA
dog.
now. He's like, I should just walk up to him, like, hey, you remember me? You dunked on me.
God, dog. Dude, that's such an humiliating feeling though. Have you ever gotten dunked on? Because
No,
sadly I have, bro.
no.
It's fucking horrible.
I've had dudes try to dunk on me, but I usually just body them before they can do it, or I just swat them.
Nah, dude. For what happened to me was, do you remember the old Hill Park, like
Yeah.
the shitty stadium
Yep.
and the
Yep.
basketball courts and everything like that? And I think I was maybe a freshman or some shit like that. But we're all, we're just there playing 50 with like me and like two other of my boys. And you know how it is at the Old Hill Park, right? You know what I mean? Some like a group of people see you have a ball and they're like, yo, can we hop in real quick?
Yep. No, they go there without a ball. Like everybody wants to play ball, but nobody has a ball. It doesn't
I
make any
know.
sense.
Yeah. So, we're just like, all right, whatever, cool. So we start playing 50, and then, I mean, I was legitimately out of the game. Like I got fucking tipped out, and I'm just like chilling under the rim, right, and everything like that. And then out of nowhere, like, they're all over there, like on the other side of the court. I'm over here. I'm like, I mean, they're not coming back, right? And then next thing you know, I'm talking to my boy because like he's also out. He also got tipped out. Like these people that joined into the 50 game, like they were pretty nasty. Like we realized we suck ass.
Yeah.
So, I'm talking to my boy, and out of nowhere, I just feel like legitimately my whole body just fucking fall forward. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I turn back and I'm like, bro, I really just got fucking dunked on, dog. And then, I mean, you know how it is, right? Like, if you're with your boys, they're never gonna let you live that down.
Yeah.
So to this day, I still hear about that. They're like, Gio, you got fucking dunked on. Like, don't ever talk to me about fucking basketball. And I'm like, bro, I wasn't trying to, but you know what I mean. But still, dog, like, fucking sucks.
You say or do like one thing that's like out of line with like the group's thoughts and ideas, and it's just like, bro, you don't have an opinion. Like you got fucking dunked on. Like
dead ass, dog. And
goodbye.
I'm like, dude, I was a fucking freshman, dog, and that was before I hit my fucking growth spurt, dog. So like, you know what I mean? It's like I was still a short motherfucker. So like, give me a fucking break, dog.
You're like 5 foot nothing. The dude probably barely even had a jump, and he just went right over you.
Dead ass, dog. So, but you know how it is. I mean, like just like thinking about memories like that in your childhood are fucking awesome, right? Because I mean, we can laugh about it. You know what I mean? But yeah,
I always say you got to laugh at yourself. You know what I mean? It's almost like
you can't take yourself too seriously, dog.
Like I always think of like 8 Mile, like with Eminem, where he's just like he starts making fun, like he takes the power away from the other rappers and stuff because he starts making fun of himself and everything and just putting it out there because he gets like that confidence himself. It's like you got to be able to laugh at your own expense, your own pain. Otherwise, like life is just fucking miserable because I mean that's what life is. You're gonna go through some hardships, some pain. It's gonna be embarrassing sometimes, but you just gotta push through.
Yeah, you started making fun of Clarence, aka the Falcon. Yeah, it was.
I gotta watch that new episode. Did you watch that show?
Oh, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, bro.
I didn't watch yesterday's. I gotta watch it.
Damn it, dog. Honestly, I think it's probably the best episode.
You think all of them so far? Yeah.
Yeah.
It got wicked good in the last one, dude. It was getting steamy.
Yeah, the last one was really good. I mean, can we talk about it though, or not? Or do you want to give your listeners a spoiler warning before we dive into that?
I don't care, man. Just go for it.
Just go for it. All right.
Yeah.
Dude. Nah, but yeah, no, dude. I honestly think the fact that like the fake Captain America, John Walker, killed that motherfucker in like straight daylight was insane. Because Steve Rogers would never fucking do that. But like it just kind of goes back to like what that doctor in the first Captain America, what he told them. It's like if you take the serum, it just makes you more of what you are. So
I saw like I go on like the explore page all the time, like on Instagram and everything, and I'll look up like the different like shows or like people shows like whatever. So I was looking up like Falcon and Winter Soldier because there's always like a fandom or like a fan base like you can find, and there's like cool like edits people do.
Yeah.
And one of them it went back to like that doctor that he made the super soldier serum, and one of them it was Steve Rogers when he was talking to him. The other one it was John Walker.
Yeah.
And it goes, we picked you because you're a good man, not a good soldier. You know what I mean? So the whole thing was they were trying to pick a perfect man, like almost like a perfect ideology of what a man and a hero should be. To take the serum to represent the country, obviously during World War II, where there's like a lot of darkness going on.
Yeah.
And then go like fast forward, and then John Walker took the serum, and he's like the perfect soldier, like won so many medals, blah blah blah, like with the army and everything. But mentally, like he's fucked up. So he's like, And I felt bad because like when I first started watching the show, I thought the dude was gonna be a good guy. Like when talking to him like in the locker room and everything, like because he just seemed like a good guy. Yeah. But shit happens, especially when you're in war and everything. Which I like how Marvel always does a great job. Like the producers, everything they go into that next level where it's not just like boom pow like the old Batmans where it's just superheroes fighting and shit's blowing up like a Michael Bay movie. Like they go in depth with like character development and the psyches and like the minds of like these characters. So it's like you're watching like real people, like it. So that's why the fan base gets so into it, because they're legit characters.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. And I feel like that's like you said, I mean, that's what gives Marvel the upper hand in building their own universe. I mean, that's why DC failed. Because DC, they just kind of went into that like, yeah, let's just go into the boom pow type of like just action, 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 action. Except Man of Steel though. Man of Steel was really good. Like a lot of people give Man of Steel shit, but Man of Steel was really good because like it kind of goes back to what you said. It's a lot of character development. Like you actually start to care about Superman and what he's going for. But the rest of the movies, dude, they really dropped the ball. So with Marvel, dude, Team Marvel all the way. So after
They
this
don't
one,
miss.
they really don't miss, dog. I mean, actually, let me take that back. They kind of missed with the second Thor movie. The second Thor movie was pretty ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, besides Ragnarok, I wasn't really a huge fan of any of the Thor movies. Like
No.
the way I see it though, like when you watch a Marvel movie and it's bad, when you scale it up against like other superhero movies, it's still like average. It's just the
Yeah.
ones that are so good with the Marvel movies, like they're like top notch, like over the top.
Mm,
So when there's like a bad one or one that doesn't quite hit the mark, it's usually
mm,
like it's an okay movie. But
yeah.
compared to that, like Endgame, like Ragnarok, Infinity War, like it was shit. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
yeah. I mean, I'm guessing. Well, give me your top three Marvel movies. I'm guessing Endgame's up there though. It has to be though, right?
To be honest, I liked Infinity War more than Endgame.
Really? I
Endgame, I
believe.
really, Endgame, I really, to be honest, I really didn't like until like the last 45 minutes.
Really? Why? Why didn't you like about it?
I just didn't like how slow it was. And, obviously, like they failed and, everybody disappeared and everything. So it was like a really somber tone for like throughout the duration of the movie for most of it,
Yeah.
until like right at the end where they got like the new gauntlet and they got like the stones, like they went back like in time and everything. And then they were fighting Thanos from back in time, who like, came through the fucking to the present and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I just didn't really like how like it got me depressed as fuck, to be honest. It got me real fucking depressed. And normally when I watch those movies, like I get like energetic and I'm like dialed and it gets me fired up and it makes me like want to fucking like go get a sick workout in.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But that one, it was like, man, they really got their fucking asses kicked. Like that shit actually happened, and they were
Yeah.
just kind of trying to get over that. But that's like what also made the movie so good at the same time was they show like a human side of these superhumans,
Yeah.
where they get to show like, yeah, like they are human. They failed. They fucked up. They had to kind of try to get over it and, make do like what they had and try to restore things. But I don't know. That was just, I don't know. I loved the movie. I really did. But
Yeah.
in terms of like one of my favorites, it just wasn't. I thought Infinity War was better.
No. Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
But
But if
like
you were to stack up the last 45 minutes, like if the last 45 minutes was like his own movie,
mm,
like the last 45 minutes of Endgame, like then that would have been like my favorite. But just I'm talking about the totality of like the movie, like the whole thing.
yeah. I mean, I think the thing I liked about Endgame is the fact that they were going back in time and they're revisiting a bunch of spots in the Marvel universe, like obviously back to the Avengers, like first Avengers
Yeah.
one, or Tony going back to like talk to his dad and everything like that. I feel like that's like one thing that like that's like one of the aspects of that movie that like I really, really enjoyed. I guess it's one of those like it's like 10 years of build up and it's like as like a hardcore Marvel fan, it's good because like in a way it's kind of like producers are kind of giving you a nudge, kind of like, hey, you remember this, or hey, you remember that.
Yeah.
So for me as a fan, I enjoyed it. But I mean, regardless, both of the movies are really good, and the hype for those two movies was insane.
It
Like I
was
remember
nuts.
it was dude. I've never seen like the how fast those tickets went for just one movie. Like I'm talking about Endgame and Infinity War because I remember. I mean, during those times I was still working at GBF, and I remember for Endgame. Like remember how they're like, oh, like on commercials they were like, oh, we're having a pre-sale for the Avengers tickets and everything like that. And it was
Yep.
like months in advance, and I forgot what month did the movie come out. Was in May or April.
Which one? Endgame?
Endgame, yeah.
I think Endgame came out. I think it came out in June. June
Endgame came out
2019. I'm pretty sure.
June. Okay, but regardless, the fact that they
I can
had a
look it up.
yeah. But regardless, the fact that they had a pre-sale for it like 2 to 3 months in advance and they were sold out. And then once the movie came out, that movie was sold out for another month and you couldn't get an extra ticket. Like I've never seen another movie have that much hype. And that was just honestly the coolest thing ever. And I
But
don't
you
know
were
if
right. It was April 2019.
was it April?
So the
Yeah.
pre-sale was like around Christmas time. I remember that, like
Yeah.
Christmas, New Year's.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy though, because it's like just the amount of anticipation for that movie, and then like opening day. I don't know if you saw it on opening day. Regardless, like the crowds for that movie was just sick as hell. Like you know what I mean? Like I've never seen a crowd so alive like that. You know, for every single scene that like every character does. You know what I mean? I think that was the coolest thing.
Yeah, I went probably a week after it came out, just
Mm-hmm.
because it was hard to get tickets and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to let it like die down a bit. But even when I went, there was still like the entire theater was still pretty much full.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, that whenever something like crazy would happen, like a nostalgic moment where they go back and they explore, like they bring back something from previous movies or they explore something more in depth that
Yeah.
was, involved in the entire franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Like people were just going crazy. You could hear like the crowd, like, people were like screaming or cheering or just going nuts.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know if Marvel's ever gonna reach that point ever again. You know what I mean? Because it's like
It's hard to recreate that. I
yeah,
don't think they will.
yeah. I mean, and like with the TV shows, like they're kind of going a different route. And with the state of movie theaters, I don't know if movie theaters are gonna be such a big thing in the future,
Yeah,
especially
like
with
look at
all,
the showcase, bro. They just sold to Amazon. They went
dude.
out of business.
Dude, that was devastating, bro. Because that was the spot. That was the spot for
Yeah.
us. You know what I mean? And then now we have to go whatever was it Somerville, Assembly Row, and I'm dude
Assembly
Assembly Row.
Row's the next closest one.
Yeah, Assembly Row, man, it's expensive. I mean, not that showcase wasn't, but like I don't know, dude.
It's
Assembly
just
Rows.
convenient. It was right there.
Yeah, yeah. And then they had like the freaking the seats you can roll back in and everything like that. And Assembly doesn't have us. I think Assembly's still stuck in the past. I think they have the like
Uh,
the just
I
the
they might
regular
have
ones.
updated them. I know because it's an AMC theater, right?
Yeah, it's an AMC
I
theater.
know the one at least up in Burlington they have those seats. So I would think it's because it's a franchise. I would think that they would all kind of update at the same time or
Yeah,
around the same time. And that was like 2 years ago they added those.
yeah. I mean, honestly, once everything opens back up, I hope they updated it because the thing is like I'm a big movie buff. So it's like I like going to the movie theaters a lot, but it kind of goes back to like what we said about the Marvel thing. It's kind of like I just don't know if movie theaters are gonna be such a big thing, and especially with like releases going straight to streaming services now.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know. So I know, especially if I was in that industry, I'll be nervous as fuck. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
But if you had to pick your three favorite Marvels, what would you say? I know you asked me, but I'll go with you first. I want to see what you said.
yeah. Well, for me, yeah, number one, Endgame. That's my thing. Um, number two, I mean, in a way, they're kind of the same movie, but number two, Infinity War,
Yeah.
and number three, Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier was legitimately like, I think that was the first
You only
Marvel
picked
movie.
it because that GSP in it.
No, yeah, that's you,
Yeah.
that's you. No, but I think Winter Soldier was like honestly the first movie in the Marvel universe that you kind of saw everything around Cap kind of like break down and fall apart. You know what I mean? Because he kind of always had like a simple straight like line of view. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of like either like good or evil. But then instead of like Winter Soldier, it kind of really just complicated things, and they kind of like in a weird way like showed Cap that they're like, yeah, the world's more complicated than you think. You know what I mean? Like
A
the
lot
people you,
changed since you got frozen, man.
yeah, and it's like the people that you're working for, like, dude, you don't know what they're doing on the behind the scenes. Maybe you're working for them, but maybe they're working for the opposite, Hydra. So it's like it was insane. It was honestly insane. So yeah, Winter Soldier, and then the fact like the whole thing between Bucky and Steve was awesome, and
Yeah.
like the Winter Soldier's theme though, freaking sick. It's like I think that movie was probably the coolest I've ever seen Winter Soldier be, because like in the new show he's still pretty cool, but like it's kind of like more of a watered down version of Bucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not brainwashed anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I know. Yeah, those are my top three. Those are my top three, definitely. But did you happen to see the WandaVision show after or no? What did you think about that?
I watched everything. So I mean I've watched all WandaVision and then I've watched all Falcon and Winter Soldier besides the newest one just because I didn't have a moment to watch it yet.
Yeah.
But it's
No.
everything's sick. And then I'm not sure like you watch Star Wars either, but I love how they have a lot of the producers from Marvel. Now they're doing Star Wars too, so they're just making it really good too.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
like John Favreau.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, obviously,
Wait,
yeah,
yeah.
he does all. He's pretty much the head guy now for Star Wars. It's like him and Dave Filoni who did the cartoons.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because John Favreau was the one that made Iron Man, like the first Iron Man movie, and
He
then
was in it too.
he was in it. He
He's
was
the
the butler,
actor.
right?
He's
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, he's happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I mean, because the Mandalorian, I know he did the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian was freaking awesome.
Yep.
So I mean, I just it sucks that he wasn't in charge of the Star Wars franchise when 7 and 8 and 9, episode 9, those movies came out. Because
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I really did have like a really like big problem with what was it, The Last Skywalker? Because I feel like they just fucked up everything, dog. In that last Star Wars movie.
Yeah. I mean, I liked them,
Mm-hmm.
and I liked how they try to put like a modern touch to it. But like the same time, it was just there was no cohesiveness in terms of the plot and the storytelling. But that's because they went from they changed directors 3 times.
Yeah.
They had J.J. Abrams, then they changed it. I forget the second guy's name. I think it was like Brian Johnson, and then they went back to J.J. Abrams. So honestly, they might have been pretty good if they just kept J.J. the whole time.
Yeah. But
They also changed what George Lucas wanted to do. Like when he sold Lucasfilm to Disney, he had already written up he already read up for the majority of those 3 films and what he wanted to do. And they just like went almost completely like off of they went completely off in left field from what he wanted to do. So it could have been totally different if he just held on to it as well. It probably would have been a lot better. But they eventually, now that they saw that those movies, they had like a huge backlash from the fan base, that now they have him on as like an advisor for going forward.
Wait, who? George Lucas?
George Lucas, yeah.
Yeah. No, because my thing is like for me, the thing that really got me pissed off about was it Last Skywalker is the fact that they in a way fucked up Anakin Skywalker's redemption arc. You know what I mean? By bringing Palpatine back, like
yeah, because he was supposed to be the chosen one that killed Palpatine, brought balance back to the Force, blah, 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 all that shit.
Yeah.
Ended that. But then they bring him back and it's like, okay, like, so he fucking died for nothing. Like, he didn't do shit. The dude's still back.
Yeah, I would have much rather had Kylo Ren be like the villain of the story. I know at the end he kind of redeemed himself, and they kind of had like that weird kissing scene between him and Rey, and then he just disappears.
Yeah.
But like, I would have much rather enjoyed him being the main villain of the last movie because he killed, what was the name of that other guy, the guy that Kylo Ren was serving? I forgot. It was like a big Snoke. Yeah,
he was a clone.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, dude. I'm like pissed off just thinking about those movies because the thing is like episode 7 I really enjoyed. That was really good. Episode 8 I liked it. Wasn't the biggest fan, but episode 9, what, dude? I remember walking out of that theater and I was just so fucking pissed. I'm like, dude, they really fucked this up so bad. But that's that's when they brought back the Mandalorian. I was like, finally, this fucking feels like Star Wars again.
Yeah. The show's sick. That out of all Star Wars, that's probably my favorite thing. Like out of everything, that's probably my favorite.
No. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know where they go from here because I know they have like that. They have a couple ones. They have that Obi-Wan show coming out soon, right?
Dude, that I can't wait for because I love Obi-Wan and that's gonna be so sick because they get to go in depth and like when he was pretty much isolated, and then they're probably gonna have him talking like to Qui-Gon Jinn through the Force, like for his training, and then they'll have snapbacks because they already confirmed Hayden Christensen's going to be in it. So there's going to be scenes with like, Anakin as Darth Vader and everything in it. Then they'll probably have some flashbacks too, I would guess. So it's going to be so sick.
I love it. I love that they're bringing back the prequel actors because it's kind of like if they kind of recasted like Obi-Wan, I would have been low key pissed because I'm over here. I'm like, bro, you've had 3 people play Obi-Wan in the same fucking story. Like it's one thing if you're just rebooting the franchise, But if it's the same fucking story, just bring those motherfuckers back. So the fact that they
Yeah.
are, it's like it shows that like the people writing and directing this show coming up, like they really do care about what the fans think in the story. So I love it. Love it. So
Even when
hope
they brought back Boba Fett too, they had the same actor, and now he's getting his own
oh shit,
show.
I didn't know I didn't fucking notice that.
Yeah,
Was it
because
the same
he
actor?
played because he played Jango Fett in episode 2, and
Mm,
then he was whenever the clones in any of the movies would take off their helmet, it was just him. You know what I
yeah.
mean? They're all like the same.
Wait, let me ask you. So, did you start the same way I did with like prequels, then the old ones, or did you start with the old ones and then the prequels?
I watched the old ones first because like my parents were big into Star Wars,
Uh,
so it used to be on all the time. So
uh,
I watched those ones, and then I watched the prequels, then I watched the sequels.
so I'm guessing for you, like you're probably a bigger fan of the old ones than the prequels, though, huh? Because like those were like the first like three that you ever watched.
Yeah, I mean, I've went back and I've watched like when the newest one came out, I went back and I watched all of them like all over again.
Yeah,
And obviously, I mean, it's completely different like when you watch a movie like years later compared to like when you're a kid or even just like 5 years ago, you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
you just sometimes you just see different things when you rewatch it. But I would still say the originals are still my favorite ones.
yeah,
And the prequels, they're good, but I don't know. I feel like they I don't know. Like I feel like they're good and they're nostalgic and like I love them because obviously like we were pretty much brought up with those. Like they came
yeah.
out like right when we were like kids. And I
Mm,
used to play like all the games and everything. So like I have a
yeah,
lot of love for them, but I don't know. I feel like there's just like something to be desired with them. I don't know how to put it. Besides the third one, the third one's fucking sick. That one's
yeah,
like out of the whole series, that one's probably either my first, like my favorite one or my second favorite one, like out of the movies. But the 1 and 2 were just like they had like a lot of really good moments, but I feel like there was a lot of like I don't know how to like there wasn't like that oomph sometimes. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It wasn't like that extra like
yeah.
spark. You
No, I
know,
get you.
I don't know exactly how to word it. You know.
Yeah, and then especially in episode 2, they really made Anakin into like a spoiled bratty kid, and it kind of
Yeah,
pissed
and
me off.
that one fucking pissed me off the most. You know,
Yeah.
that one was like dead annoying.
It's like, I mean, like I mean, that's little story at the beginning when like Anakin finds out that they killed his mom. Like that was cool. Whatever. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
kind of like that was kind of like the first stone that like made Anakin kind of go down the path of becoming Darth Vader.
Yeah, because he
But then
saw it coming, and they're like, "Nah, don't worry about it, bro."
dead ass, bro. And then yeah, and then the second half of the movie is just him being a spoiled bratty kid, him talking back to Obi-Wan, um, him like having like a weird, awkward romance with Padme. Because let's be honest, dude, like for me, I feel like there's no chemistry between um Hayden Christensen and then what's the name of the actress again? I forgot her name.
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. Like especially in episode 2, I'm kind of like episode 3, they had chemistry. Like it was a lot better, but episode 2 was just kind of awkward. It was just a
I feel
bunch of
like yeah, it
awkward.
was forced.
Yeah, it was just like a bunch of awkward staring or just a bunch of awkward like cheesy lines. Because episode 2 has some fucking cheesy lines, dog.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's like you rewatch stuff as a kid. I mean, you rewatch stuff as an adult, and you're kind of like, damn, like I can't believe I enjoyed this as a fucking kid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, no, dude. Yeah. Damn, bro. Damn, still tired, bro.
Dude, I fucking slept till 12:30. My head's like this is actually it's been great that we were able to do this today. Like
Mhm,
especially after me being out and fucking getting plastered last night because it's just taking my mind off of it.
mhm.
Because I was just miserable for like the last like hour and a half. I tried like taking a shower and everything else, cleaning up, and it's just like my head was fucking ringing. One point I thought like I was gonna puke, but like I don't puke. Like I don't know. I just don't puke. So I I couldn't like some people like they pull trigger like they puke and they just feel better after they drink, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I just don't puke, so I just been living with it.
Yeah, that
you know.
sucks, bro.
But this has
That
been nice. Been
sucks.
taking my mind off of it, getting me juiced up with some Marvel and Star Wars and shit.
No, yeah.
So
Well,
I love
dude,
that shit. Like if I like went around like my room and everything, like there's like Marvel, Star Wars, like fucking Dragon Ball Z shit, like everywhere. I love all that shit.
yeah, I know. I honestly I remember when I was a little kid, I was a really big fan of Dragon Ball Z, but I remember one episode in particular when they were about to fight Kid Buu Like
Yep.
Goku was about to fight Kid Buu, and the thing is, I used to watch it on Cartoon Network and like Toonami and everything like that.
Oh
And I
yeah.
think I probably like misheard like the fucking what was that little character that always like say like when's the next time the episode's on? What was the name of that fucking dude on Toonami? It was like a weird like
I
space
know.
guy,
Isn't it like a robot, right?
something like a robot. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I probably misheard him, and I think because I thought that like the next episode, because you know how they came out like each day, like it was a new episode, right? I
Yeah.
thought he was like, oh, like Dragon Ball Z, like the next episode, and it was like right when they were about to fight Kid Buu, and then, dude, for the longest time, I didn't know if Goku won because I I never saw that episode, so I didn't get back into watching Dragon Ball Z until probably like 3 to 4 years later. Because I mean, obviously during that time, there's no YouTube, there's no nothing, so you couldn't search it up. But you know, Dragon Ball Z was awesome. But dude, let me ask you about you though. Like, I mean, for the Dell show, dog, like who do you have next? Because I saw that you just had Giuseppe the legend, dog.
Pep.
Yeah.
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 I was actually supposed to have a lot of people lined up this week. I was supposed to have Joe Orsino. He bailed.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, he bailed. He I think I'll circle back and do him again. It was kind of weird. It was like a conflict of schedule, and then we
Mhm.
ended up picking like a new date, and then he just kind of flaked on me. But then I had Giuseppe, then I had Cheka, and he just completely bailed. And
You'll
now I
eventually
have
get him. You'll eventually get a Cheka. Cheka will eventually come around.
Yeah, they'll come around. It's not a big deal. And then I was planning on having my boss on the show too, but he's just busy this weekend. But I
Mhm.
have like tons of people lined up. I have like friends, family, and stuff that ask me to be on. So,
Mhm.
and then I ask people all the time like if they want to be on, and then I usually just keep nudging them until they're like, yeah, like fuck it, like I'll come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
But
that's awesome.
everybody like hypes it up to be like, oh my god, like I have to be like proper and this is like a legit like thing. It's like, no, it's just relaxing. Like I enjoy doing it. Like I was telling you when we were talking outside of GBF,
Mhm.
it's just fun. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like real casual. That's just kind of how I do it. And it just helps like to build like relationships and learn more about other people. And, people just end up liking it. I've had a lot of support and people, messaging me saying how much they liked it so far. And it's great. I love doing it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Especially because you just get to know people a little bit more. You know what I mean? More than just like a hey, what's up type of like.
Yeah. Like I've known you for years
Yeah.
and I've already learned more about you in this past maybe like 40 minutes than I've known since, I mean, we know each other like 10 years now almost.
Getting close to it,
Just
dog.
about. Yeah.
Getting close to it, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
even people I'm like wicked close with. Like even when I was talking like to Giuseppe,
Mhm.
like even then, like I've known him since elementary school and I learned a shit ton like just talking to him like on here. So it's nice. You get to build relationships and learn more about people and you get to pick their brain a little bit. So you get a little bit of a different perspective. So I just like it. It's cool.
Yeah, Giuseppe, the freaking legend, dog. You know he trains jujitsu too. He trains at my place too. So honestly, bro, you should come down, dog. I mean, it'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I oughta. I keep saying it, but it's like how you were saying earlier. Like a lot of people, like they talk about it, but they ain't about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, dude, it's just take the first step, dog. See how you like it. See if it gets you hooked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
For
mean,
me,
was
it's
it?
more. For me, it's not more so like I don't want to do it. It's just usually like scheduling.
I see what you
You know what
mean.
I mean? It's like a
Yeah,
schedule thing. So I don't want to like commit to it and then be one of those guys who only goes like once a week or just like doesn't fucking show up because like something comes up. You know what I mean?
no, I
The
get you. I
worst
get
thing
you.
I hate to do is like to waste other people's time because like obviously I cherish my own time and I just kind of want to reciprocate to other people and just respect their time and their effort.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, honestly, or if anything, like, if like I'm just like I mean, if I'm just randomly at GBF and then like the room happens to be open, I'll be down the road with you. And we'll probably get Giuseppe in there, get the whole crew in there, start to roll because Giuseppe likes to roll around a little bit. I don't know if he's tried to fucking grapple you a little bit, but yeah,
That kid's a fucking meatball.
fucking love him. I mean, I always remind him of his story. Like when we're like in the middle of jujitsu practice, I'm over here. I'm like, Giuseppe, you know what I remember? And he's like, what, Gio? And he's like, that story of like when we were at practice and he like broke his nose and he just started bleeding from like over here. Like when we were like, and he honestly looked like the coolest person ever. Like when it was
Like
like,
JJ Watt when he broke his
yeah.
nose. Yeah.
Giuseppe's walking around like, yeah.
That kid has broken his nose. Like I can't even count how many times. Like between football and baseball, he just always
That wasn't the
always
first time
gets
he broke his
fucking
nose.
beamed in the nose. Yeah, we were playing. we were playing like a scrimmage. It was JV baseball versus like freshman baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And he got I think he was playing third base, and he got a fucking ground ball hit to him, and it took like a weird bounce and it like beat him right in the nose, and then he
Damn.
fucking broke his nose then. And then
That
ever since he
sucks.
just like he kept like re-breaking it. I'm surprised his nose, like, when people break their noses and it's like sideways or it's like mad,
Yeah.
like inflamed and bulged.
Yeah.
I'm surprised his nose isn't like that for how many times he's broken it. It looks perfectly fine.
Yeah, it looks good. I would have never noticed it. So, I mean, good
Yeah.
on them though. At least, I mean, hopefully we didn't jinx it for him. And then the next time he breaks his nose, it's like all over here. And I'm like, I'm sorry, me, and Mike jinxed your ass, but just happy the fucking legend, dog. The fucking legend. Yeah, no, but seriously though, like I said, dude, one of these days, I'd love to like roll around. We can like teach each other some stuff, and yeah, that'd be awesome.
Listen, buddy, my bed's always open. Like, if you're trying
Oh
to invite
shit!
me.
I word, dog. Fucking hell. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though, just a little. It does get a little weird sometimes.
Yeah.
A little close, but it's a fun time. It's a fun time.
I forget, GBF, you guys train from like 4 to 6? That's when you guys train? Like
3 to 6, 3 to 6.
3 to 6?
Yeah, 3 to 6. And then on Saturday and Sunday we're there a little early. We're there like at 8. In terms of the other place where I train with Giuseppe, that's more at night. That's like at like Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at like 7 to 9. But I'm just there for the 8 o'clock class. But yeah, no. So yeah, I mean, either go to the GBF one or go to the one that me and Giuseppe train that called Way of Life BJJ. It's about to move the Malden, but still to keep the same schedule. The instructor there's still an awesome dude, Brazilian dude. You know how it is, right? Brazilian black belts, motherfuckers are fucking stacked as fuck. But yeah, but coolest motherfucker ever. And whatever place you want to train at, that'll be freaking awesome, bro. Because it is a fun time and it is something awesome. It's really good to get into, especially like you coming back. I mean, you coming from like a sports broadcast. I mean, sports like background, you'll enjoy it right away.
Yeah, I mean, I use some of the similar concepts as like fighters and boxers and stuff. Like, I mostly do like a bodybuilder type of program, like when I train. Yeah. But like when I do like my cardio and shit like that, like I like to hit the bag or jump rope and do like all that shit. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, definitely.
Like sometimes like my buddy, like, cause I have like boxing gloves, MMA gloves, like headgear, like all that shit. But sometimes I train with like one of my friends, like he'll show me like a few things like on like the mitts and everything, or on the heavy bag, like on the, not the heavy bag, the block bag. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No, yeah. So that's awesome, bro. That's awesome. I mean, at least you still keep up with like your cardio and everything like that. Because like you said, like for you, like you do like a bodybuilding routine. But like, let me ask you this: like, do you ever want to get into bodybuilding, like and do competitions, or are you just doing it just for like aesthetic looks?
More for looks, and because I like it, and also because I love to eat. Like I eat a fuck ton of food.
Yeah.
Like an ungodly amount of food for no reason. And if I didn't work out, I'd probably be fucking 400 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, did you gain any weight during quarantine?
Yeah, but it was all muscle.
Wait, you were working out during quarantine?
Yeah. I worked out almost 3 times a day.
Damn, lucky motherfucker, dog.
So beginning of last year, I changed. So 2020, January 2020, I changed my diet and my workout plan and everything, pretty much like what I'm doing right now. And I went from 185, which I was 185 since like sophomore year of high school, or like no junior year of high school, pretty much. Like I was 185 up until last year, like the whole time. And I had been working out obviously the whole time, like, because I always keep myself in shape. So I went from 185 to 205 from January to March, and it was like just muscle, like just eating and dieting and just training. And then the gyms closed, but luckily I had a tons of workout equipment like in my backyard and everything. Plus I bought some more and so on and so forth. So I had like a whole setup besides a squat rack, pretty much. I had that whole setup. So the whole time, not else to do, I'm sitting on my ass. I didn't go out because nothing was open anyway. And I'm already getting paid. So I'm like, this is pretty dope. Like, this is what I always wanted to do. I'm getting paid just to fucking wake up and fucking train. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd go out back in the morning, lift, go back in, eat, go back out, do like some cardio and then just call it a day, or I'd do 2 lifts and then cardio and then call it a day, like so on and so forth. So I went from 205 to like by July, I was about 215, like my heaviest, but I wasn't like fat. Like it was just like muscle. I'm not even bullshitting. It was just straight up muscle. So then I have been working on since, like trying to get more lean. So now I pretty much sit around 200 to 205. I fluctuate between like there. You know what I mean?
God,
So
goddamn,
like
bro.
the
So
whole the whole quarantine, like I pretty much just worked out, ate, and I did school online. And then, near the end of it, when everything was going back to somewhat normal, like back to work and everything, that's when
yeah.
I started like my podcasting and everything,
Yeah, that's awesome, bro. Damn, so you really went ham, dog. I got heavy, but not because of muscle, bro. Because of fucking fat, dog. I mean, because like for me, I live in an apartment, and obviously, I'm not gonna. I didn't really have that much like gym equipment. All I had was like a 25 like pound like pair of dumbbells and like a 15. So it was legitimate. All I
Yeah.
was doing was just a bunch of bicep curls and fucking lateral raises, everything like that. But dude, I got pretty heavy. Like the heaviest I've ever been is 215, and I got pretty close during quarantine, which was probably 210ish, 211ish. And like I was starting to have like a little bit of a belly, and I'm over here, I'm like, damn, bro, like like this fucking sucks. But
Those at
thank
home workouts are tough. Like I've tried, because I got COVID in November.
Mhm.
So I like wasn't going outside or like nothing, you know what I mean? Obviously I had a quarantine. So I just
Yeah.
was like trying to stay inside and just relax. And I tried to do like just like an at-home bodyweight workout. I did it once and it was great, because I used to do that a lot when I was in high school. Like if I missed the gym or something,
Yeah.
it's like obviously I played sports, so I was just trying to keep up like everything.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's like, dude, like I don't know what fucking mindset I was in, because I can't do like those at-home workouts anymore. It's completely different. Like during quarantine when the weather was nice, I could just go out back and like lift with all the weights and everything I had.
Yeah.
But now just to do anything like inside like my own house, it's like fuck that.
Yeah. Because it's just like it's just legitimately I do one set, and then like for the rest of the fucking workout, I'm on my phone, and it's kind of like
There's so many different distractions. It's like you go
yeah.
on your phone, you go on the laptop, you go on TV, or whatever. You could fucking half the time I wouldn't do any of that. I'd be sitting there and I would like see something like out of place or something that's like somewhat dirty. And I'd be like, all
Yeah.
right, like let me go clean that. And like, I mean, I guess I was still exercising, because sometimes you get fucking real sweaty when you're doing that shit, but
Yeah.
it wasn't what I wanted to do or wanted to accomplish. So it just, there's too many distractions at home. It's fucked.
Yeah, it really is. But thankfully, I got myself back in shape. So like now I'm like between the 195 to 200 range. So we're chilling, dog. The belly's gone, but still, though, quarantine was getting a little scary, dog. Because like you said, like just like you, I like to eat too. So it's like, yeah, it was getting bad. I was doing Oreos with milk, fucking chocolate. It was bad, really bad, dog.
I'm not like a huge sweets guy, to be honest, unless it's ice cream. But
Yeah, yeah,
everything else, it's like pizza and like burgers, like shit like that, like fries. Like I like straight up like greasy or fried food, like fried chicken. Like I love all that shit. And
yeah,
then the only dessert that I'll touch like in large amounts is ice cream. Everything else, it's like I'll have like one here and there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm all set. Like that's like too sweet.
yeah, yeah. Nah, yeah, dog. But hey,
I almost like miss quarantine more, because I had nothing to do but workout,
yeah,
and like my mindset was just like so fixed on like getting shit done, almost because like there was nothing else to do but to do it. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So now that it's been starting to get back to normal, I've almost like starting to fall off the wagon a little bit, because I was going hard for so long without like that balance of like relaxing and
Yeah.
just being casual, where it's
Mhm.
like now, like for example, this week I only worked out twice.
Yeah.
Last week I worked out 4 times, which even 4 times is like barely anything for like my own standards. I usually at least work out 6 times and do cardio like for 3 hours a week, plus do
Yeah.
yoga on Sundays. So
Oh shit, you do yoga?
yeah. Banano. I used to do yoga with Banano all the time from
Yeah.
high school, Mr.
Yeah.
Banano.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I haven't really been doing it with him because of COVID and shit. But the gym I work at, they have yoga class on Sundays. So I do it over there because I have a free membership and shit. So
That's awesome. Where do you work right now?
it's called Club 600. It's in Bedford.
Yeah.
So when I was still up in Woburn, it was like a 15-minute drive, but now it's like a half hour away. But you know, what I mean, I make like pretty damn good money because I'm the manager up there.
Yeah.
So like I go there like 3 days a week, work like 8 to 10 hours, like a shift, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays I have off. I usually bang out most of my schoolwork.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so that's awesome, dude. I mean, so did you just get promoted to manager, or you've been a
Last
manager for like
last
a?
year,
Good
last year,
shit, dude. Good
yeah,
shit. Do you like it, or it was good?
yeah, it's dope. So the people there are wicked nice. The gym itself is like pretty cool. Um, just like the environment in general, like the staff is like wicked nice. The
Yeah.
owners are awesome people. I talk to them all the time. They pretty much everything I do for like the podcasting and everything. My boss pretty much showed me all this stuff. Like he's a mad cool dude. Like they just the type of people like they'll pretty much if you need something, doesn't matter if it's work, school, life, like in general, all you have to do is just knock on the door and ask, and they'll literally will stop what they're doing and just give you a hand. Doesn't
Mm.
matter, or you can just call them really anytime.
Yeah.
Like I would legit like go out and like I never have, but you know, because just like life comes at you fast, like people are busy, but
Mm.
I would go out and like have like a drink with them like anytime. Like they're like just that type of people. You can sit down, like they're people persons, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they just get it. Like they're just cool, but they work hard, you know. So a lot of I thought like I was a hard worker before I really started to like get to know them.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously, like, you know me, like I always like worked hard, like got shit done, but
Mm-hmm.
they completely showed me like, hey, you could still be doing more, you know. Like I feel like there's always, when you keep going up like the totem pole, there's
Mm.
always somebody who's working harder than you, so you can always improve and get better. And they just show me that, so now I work like a fucking dog, which is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, and those are always the best people to have in your life to like, like you said, kind of move up the ranks in life in general. Cause it's like, kind of just, like you said, it kind of just shows you like there's levels to this. Like there's a reason why they're where they're at like in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's awesome, bro. I mean, any funny gym stories or no? It's just like, or does it is it kind of tame compared to GBF?
There, it's honestly it's pretty tame, to be
Yeah.
honest. It's more of like a club than like a gym.
Mm.
So a lot of people they go there pretty much just take like classes and stuff.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like there's like a full like workout area, like cardio, weights, like you know, free weights, machines and everything. But
Yeah.
the the large majority of the people I deal with, they go there like just for class.
Okay. Okay.
So it's more of an older crowd, to be honest.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but
They're
that's
pretty
awesome,
tame.
bro. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and congrats on the position, dog. Cause
Thanks, man.
yeah, that's awesome. Hey, good on you, bro. Good on you. Like I said, and then like the fact that it's tame too, you don't have to deal with like anything that like GBF has and all of its crazy fucking behavior. Yeah, no,
I bet you have some stories from when you worked there. I have some
bro,
fucking stories. I never even worked there just from going in. It's like every day is something different.
dude, it's honestly the bro. Like some of the times I'm I'm on like when I used to work there, and I'll be on shift. It's like I'm fixing the paper towels, I'm making sure everything's all Gucci. And then fucking an old ass dude's just talking to me butt ass naked. I'm like, bro, can you fucking put on some fucking
Yeah.
clothes, dog? Like it's like I get it. You know what I mean? You want shit done around here, but like at the same time, like you're not in your fucking house, dog. So like fucking put on some fucking clothes.
I rarely ever walk around my own house. Like
Yeah.
there's like nobody's ever home. It's usually like just me. Like
Yeah,
even then, I usually don't walk around just butt ass naked. Like sometimes I do, but it's like rare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it's like these motherfuckers are walking around like fucking doing the fucking McGregor Billy Strut fucking just
They used to walk from the showers, which are like all the way in the back.
yeah.
Not even throwing a towel like on the like they'd have a towel. I swear to God, they'd always have a towel on the towel rack because that thing was always stocked up with towels.
Yeah.
They'd like just grab it, walk down that hallway naked, walk into the bathroom, piss, like look at themselves in the mirror, still naked, then walk back into like the locker room, stand there, like go through like their whole entire gym bag, still naked, and then then throw on clothes.
Yeah. Fucking hell, dude. Crazy motherfuckers. And if they're still looking to the gym bag and then they see you, they'll stop, have a conversation with you.
Yeah, and they're still naked.
Still naked. Pull the fucking Captain Morgan pose and everything. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of my face, dog. And then, yeah, you know how it is, bro, working at a gym. And then it's not like, let's say if you're the person working out and you're not on shift and they're like, hey, yo,
Yeah.
I got a question about my membership. You mind helping me out? I'm like, I'll help you out when I'm on shift. Right now, I just want some alone time, dog. Please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leave
For
me
the
alone.
longest time, I did not like, even when I lived in the area, so it was like 10, 15 minutes away. For the longest time, I would not work out like where I worked just because of that. Like I would drive out of my way to go to a different gym and pay monthly just because people would bother me during shift, and I would literally get fucking pissed because like you just said, like this is like alone time. This is like me time. Like I'm just trying to like do my thing, and we're like it's relaxing to me,
Yeah.
just to do it and get like that satisfaction again, a good workout in. When I have people fucking interrupt me after every 2 seconds, it just gets me so fucking pissed off. Like I work out a lot of the time like by myself, just because when I work out with other people, like they just want to talk or like fuck around.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm here. It's weird because I'm here to work and I'm here to work hard and get this shit done. But there's something relaxing about being caught up in that where it's, I don't know. That's like my me time,
yeah.
Even when like I'm home, like by like myself, like just chilling out, I still don't get like that same like release as when I'm just working out like the gym. You know what I mean? And
100%,
because
dog.
you work out and fucking do sports and everything, it's just different.
Yeah, 100%. And like you said, it's like if someone comes up to you and they kind of fucking break your mojo, and they're like, and the thing is, like, I don't know if it was for you, but for me, definitely half of the time, those like mofos came at me aggressive and just straight from the jump, like, yo, like, there's a problem on my account, like, I thought I fixed this. I'm like, dude, can't we just start the conversation in a lot more calmer manner? Like maybe then, like, I'll be more like happy to help you, like right there and there. But if you're
Yeah.
coming at me with some negative energy, and I'm like, and like you said, it like I'm in like my like time that I'm like like at my peace and like working out. So like, dude, like I don't know, dog.
It got to the point I literally would tell people, I'm like, I'm not fucking working right now. Like, leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to like stop working out there, and then sometimes I dip in here and there, like when based off time, but I usually like to just go to work, come home, relax, do whatever other work I have, like for schoolwork or for podcasting or anything.
Yeah.
Take a nap because I get up like fucking like 5 a.m. usually,
Yeah.
and then I'll eat and then go to the fucking GPF like at night. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's like I bang out most of my homework and then I go whenever I go.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But hey, like I said, for you, like at least you're the manager of the place. You're doing your thing. You're chilling. For me, I'm out of working at GBF, so we're chilling. We're chilling.
Work now.
Just right now, I'm working with my dad. So I'm like he does he works for a roofing company, and then pretty much what I do, I don't do any of the hard labor. But what I do is I kind of just keep track of like every place he goes and works, and it's just like some small extra money on the side as I finish school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then once I finish school, get my degree, that's when that's what I'm going to is start applying to like the jobs I really want to do. And that's why, I still keep on doing the white belt MMA stuff, because that's only going to help me out in the long run. And like, it's crazy. Like I'm pretty sure you can attest to this too, but it's crazy. Like the amount of people that you can connect with and just reach out to just by doing this podcast stuff. It's honestly the craziest thing. Like I would have never thought I would have talking to like some of these UFC fighters or commentators. It's honestly the craziest thing.
Yeah, I love your page so much, the White Belt MMA, just because I love the one, like it's a lot similar to this, but you get to do it with such like high profile guys, where it's like you're talking to like all these fighters and these commentators and everything, and you know what I mean? It's like you get to just sit down and pick their brains a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's just so cool because it's just like so casual. It's like, if I had to compare it, like it goes back to what we were saying earlier. It's like about the superheroes. Like these guys, like you see them as like superheroes, like they're on TV and shit, like they're doing big things. But then you sit down and like you humanize them, because at the end of the day, they are just human, you know. But I love it. I love that you do it. Like it's so dope, you know.
Yeah. And I really appreciate that. But like you said, it's like the fact that like you get to like kind of like talk to them at like on one-on-one basis, and kind of like in a weird way, like during that conversation, you just start to think, you're like, they really aren't that different from us, in terms of like, I mean, they started with the same dreams and aspirations that we have. And for me, I think definitely the coolest one to this day, like don't get me wrong, like all of them have been freaking cool, but to this day for me, it's definitely been the UFC commentator Brendan Fitzgerald, the dude that does all the fight nights. And, I mean, one, because obviously he's doing what I want to do as a career, and
Yeah.
then two is he's originally a Boston guy, look, a Massachusetts guy. So the fact that this dude came from Massachusetts and made it to where he is now is honestly the craziest thing. And then we recorded like a 43-minute episode, and the dude still gave me time after we finished recording our episode. It was just me and him just talking. He was giving me tips of like, how to get better, or where I should apply, after I graduated out of college. And I'm like, dude, like he didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And he's taking his time to just chill and talk even more. It's freaking awesome. So I still send him messages here and there. He still responds. So that dude's definitely the coolest one that I've done so far. So hopefully
It's rare to find people like that where they're like take you under their wing and mentor you like that, give you tips and everything,
Yeah, because it's like you didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like I'm just a 24-year-old kid that like just started doing like a random podcast pass. Like he probably can do so much more with his time, but the fact that he just gave me 30 more minutes of his time after we recorded already like a 43-minute episode, just I cannot be more grateful. So that's awesome. So we're on to bigger and better things. So I mean, I plan on releasing another episode tomorrow, and yeah, we'll still keep going with the grind. See who comes on.
I never know, bro. Maybe in the future we might get Connor. I don't know.
If he doesn't end up in jail.
Yeah, that's true. If he doesn't end up in jail.
He does some stupid shit.
Yeah, they're like punching that old guy in the bar.
Oh my god.
Dude, that was the funniest thing ever. It's like, hey yo man, try my whiskey. No. All right, cool. Fucking eat this fucking left hand.
Fuck, dude. Fucking crazy Irishman.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully he wins the third fight against Dustin Poirier, but seeing him get knocked out like that, like one thing's watching him lose. I mean, we all lose, but like seeing him get knocked out like that was insane.
Yeah.
It really was insane.
You don't see that. Usually he gets gassed out and fucking you just know it's coming, like usually when he goes past the second round, his cardio just isn't there and he gets gassed out and he just, he's out for the count. But he got fucking cracked by Poirier and it was just like, damn, like this is Conor McGregor. Like, would you ever imagine seeing him? And then he became like a huge fucking meme, like then just laying on the floor.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, going into that second Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor fight, like as an MMA fan, like I knew it was a dangerous fight for Conor, but like I never would have thought that like Conor would have got cracked. Because I, to this day, I still think Conor is the better striker. It's just the fact that he came into that fight so boxing heavy. And then like if you see that fight compared to his other ones, like when he was like going up on his run and like getting the 145, 155 pound title, like he had more bounce to the step. You know what I mean? He uses arsenals with kicks a lot more. It wasn't just straight boxing. And I mean, you can count as an excuse, but like he kind of attested that after. He was just kind of like, yeah, like, I was kind of overlooking Poirier. I kind of just wanted to work on my boxing because you know how they were rumored like to have like that Pacquiao fight right after.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like good, like you needed this, and then hopefully he comes back motivated for that third fight because
call me a McGregor dick rider, call me a McGregor fucking fanboy, but I really do think like he has another title run under him, especially with Khabib out of the way too, because I feel like Khabib was one dude that he was never going to beat. Khabib was just a different level.
Yeah.
But I think McGregor has one more title run in him, and hopefully
I could see it just because the way the division is.
Yeah. But that division's stacked, though. I mean, you got Poirier, you got Michael Chandler, you got Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira, like, he doesn't talk a lot of shit. A lot of people don't talk about him just because he doesn't put himself out there. But
yeah,
he's going to be the dark horse of the division because, like, I've never seen someone manhandle Tony Ferguson that bad. And I don't know if you saw that fight.
No.
But, like, obviously, do you know who Tony Ferguson is? I'm guessing you know who. Yeah. Tony Ferguson, like, this dude's an animal, dog. Like, he was on, like, I forgot the actual number, but I think it was like 10 or more fight win streak. Everyone was calling him the boogeyman of that division. And then obviously he loses to Gaethje, but Gaethje's an animal in himself. But Gaethje, it took him until round 5 to get him out of there, but just absolutely dominate Tony Ferguson the way he did, almost getting him in that armbar in the first round. Charles Oliveira, insane. And like on the ground and on the feet, though. Oliveira might be a dangerous one for Conor. But yeah, I mean, I just mentioned Gaethje. Gaethje's another one in that division, and then
yeah, I mean, the list can go on and on. I keep talking about this all day, but to my original point, I think McGregor has one more title run in him, and hopefully it starts in July. by beating Dustin Poirier, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I know today we got the Jake Paul and Ben Askren thing. That's gonna be a fucking shit show.
People are actually gonna pay money for that shit. I can't believe it.
Yeah. So I mean,
like I want to see it, but I have no desire to fucking dish any amount of money to watch it. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have fucking 2 TVs today because the UFC fight's on today, and then the fucking Jake Paul fight. So unfortunately, I'm one of those idiots that are pitching in to watch that fucking Jake Paul fight. But
not a lot.
No. It's like me and a couple of my boys, so we're all pitching in a little bit. So probably just be like $10 between all of us. But
okay.
Still though, yeah. I don't know. In terms of that Jake Paul and Ben Askren thing, for the love of God, I know Ben Askren has shitty striking, but I hope he beats Jake Paul.
I hope that he fucking kicks his ass, but I don't know. I feel like Jake Paul is gonna actually win.
Yeah, and it sucks too because the thing is like this mofo to go around saying like I beat a professional fighter, I beat an MMA fighter, but I'm like, no, you didn't. Like fight him in like a real legit like so you can use like the weapons that he's actually good at. You know what I mean? Like
because he was Ben Askren was really good when he was in the UFC, but his striking has never been that good. Never.
No,
you know?
I mean
this is just straight up striking. That's all it is. It's all boxing is.
And it's crazy too because it's like when Ben Askren got to the UFC, like he was past his prime. You know what I mean? Like he already said it, like he had like a fucked up hip. But like if you saw him in one championship and Bellator see him during those runs, like Bellator, like Bellator in one championship runs, he was an animal. Again, his striking was still ass, but his wrestling was out of this world, dog.
Yeah.
And it just goes back to like, what I said earlier about Jake. It's like now Jake's gonna go around saying that he beat an MMA fighter, and I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, fight him in a full fight. I mean, we'll see how long you last there. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It sucks because if Jake beats Ben, that's eventually going to lead to him still calling out more fighters. And I hope he calls out a real fighter after this too, like a real legit striker. Let me rephrase that. Because
like an actual boxer.
Yeah, boxer or a good striker. Because like Ben Askren, he is a professional fighter. I don't want to disrespect him in any way like that, but like an actual striker, actual boxer, because then we'll see what Jake's really made out of.
See him actually fight McGregor.
Dude, McGregor fucking starches the motherfucker, dog.
Dude, McGregor, for everything that's worth, when he fought Floyd Mayweather, he looked pretty natural in there for the most part. And this is going up against a guy who was like 50-0, fucking champion. I mean, I get it. Floyd was old, but like, it's not like he was fucking Mike Tyson, Roy Jones old. Like he was still in phenomenal shape. He'd still been training. Yeah. He had just recently retired, maybe like a year, if that, a couple months. Because he had fought Pacquiao before that.
Yeah.
But still, man.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like like you said, Conor looked really good in there. But I'm also part of that crowd that kind of thinks that kind of like Floyd kind of let it go that long. But still, though, McGregor still went 10 rounds with the greatest boxer of all time. 50-0. 49-0. We're not gonna count the McGregor fight, but So yeah. It's good. So like if Conor ever gets in the ring with Jake, fucking Jake better be ready to drink out of a fucking tube, dog. Because some of the shit that he said about McGregor's wife, the absolute balls this motherfucker had to say that. Like, I get it. Conor and Khabib, like they had the little build up, and like that was pretty tense. And Conor said some things about Khabib's wife and everything like that, but like never to the extent of what Jake said, and especially for someone that is not at McGregor's level in terms of like combat sports, bro, you got some fucking balls to fucking talk like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can guarantee you this man would not have the same energy if he was face to face with McGregor. He would not. He wouldn't. He would stay shut at the press conference, just how he was kind of shut at the Ben Askren press conference. He was like stuttering all over his words. He fucking slapped Ben Askren on the ass after fucking Ben Askren like touched. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw that.
Yeah. I don't know. So I don't know. Let's all fucking pray that Ben Askren pulls this off today. But in terms of the real fights, those are pretty good. Robert Whittaker and Calvin Gastelum. So whoever wins that fight, that might be the next contender to face Izzy for his middleweight title. So that should be.
I love Robert Whittaker.
Yeah, Whittaker, Bobby Knuckles. They call him Bobby Knuckles. Dude, this man has so many nicknames. Bobby Knuckles. What's that other one they give him? I think it's the Grim Reaper or some shit like that. But dude's so awesome. I think him and Marvin Vettori are probably the only two people that can beat Adesanya in that division. Gastelum, I don't know anymore. I know Gastelum gave Adesanya his toughest fight, but I don't know. Gastelum's been on a kind of a low-key slid as of late, and I don't think he can give Adesanya that fight that he gave him like 2 to 3 years ago, because Adesanya's gotten better. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, besides Figueiredo, Whitaker's probably my favorite fighter in the UFC right now. Like, those are my two favorites.
Did you see the Figueiredo and Brandon Moreno fight? Did you see that last fight?
Yeah, I can't wait for the rematch. That was probably the best fight I've ever seen.
Insane.
Ever.
These motherfuckers were going
back and forth, going blow for blow, takedown for takedown, and
they were both tuned up too, like real bad.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, I mean, I personally thought Moreno won that fight. That's just me. But
see, I think Figueiredo won it, but that's just because the last round Moreno, you could see it. He was hurt. He was kind of gassed. You know, he split off the pedal, and that's ultimately Figueiredo just kind of racked up some more points, and then I mean, he's the fucking champ, so they're gonna give it to him. You know.
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah. So because like the way I had it Figueiredo won round 1. I gave Moreno. I gave Moreno round 2, 3, and 4, and 5 definitely to Figueiredo because Moreno was just gassed. But I mean, regardless, we're getting to see it again. It's gonna be awesome. I think it's happening in June.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, hopefully they'll allow some fans to go into that because I know they're allowing fans for next week for the Masvidal and Usman fight. That's gonna be crazy. And then for the Chandler and Oliveira fight that's happening next month, that's gonna be in Texas. So it's gonna be good. Gonna be good, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but
all right, man. I honestly, I could talk to you all day. It's actually been pretty dope. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to cut you off or anything, but fucking, I could feel all the booze and everything ready to explode out of me.
No, it feels.
I don't want to make a mess while we're on here.
Yeah, no. I mean, I had to go either way too, but you know, it was definitely a fun time. I'll definitely be down to do it again, dude. This was fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, brother. But my man, once again, I really appreciate you having me on. So
yeah, thanks for taking the time to come on. I appreciate it. And again, like we were saying, it's just dope to be able to chat with people and learn a little bit more about, you know, one another and everything. So
yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. All right, brother. I'll see you, my man.
All right, brother. I'll see you. Enjoy the fight.
Yeah, you too, brother.